Yes, about the F-150. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
what?
about, dude. And he had a Woody wagon too. A Woody wagon and an F-150 is this guy's. Yeah, that's how you do it. I
Yeah.
love this.
Everybody, welcome to You Want Us to Build What? I am Jim Welch.
And I'm Ray.
You waved when I said Jim Welch. That was very confusing.
I thought you were gonna give it. I was really excited to wave.
Yeah, so we're very excited in general because today we're getting to react to a lot of cool trailers and things. So, Summer Games Fest happened, a lot of digital festivals have been happening, and we're gonna watch some cool stuff and talk about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen most, if not any of these. I mean, I've only seen like a few trailers that people specifically sent me. The
Yeah.
Horrorverse.
I think if I really love the property, like if I'm like, all right, I'm a big Civ fan, I've played it for a decade, then I might be like a little hyped. I still want to see both, but I think it's like if you really love the brand, you might just get excited to see like more content about the world. But yeah, like right now, like this isn't giving me any value. I'm like, cool statues.
No, I mean, even when it's gorgeous like it is, yeah, it's still kind of hard to see. Like, okay, what am I getting new? Especially from such an established brand like Civ.
Yeah. What's changed in this one?
Yeah.
And maybe if you're like super into the game, you like maybe there were some things in there you would have picked up on potentially if you played a lot more.
Or any Civ in my case.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I have not played a Civ. That's the bad gamer in me. Because again, I'm not huge on 4X game, and this is supposed to be like one of the best 4X games of all time. Yeah, we even got a lot of friends at 4Xs. I'm just a terrible person. I really should get in on that. Prince of Persia or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, okay, it's Doom.
Nice.
Saw pentagram. Which is weird that Doom is so recognizable from use of pentagrams, even not a Doom thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
now pentagrams in metal. Yeah, that's definitely Doom. Doom Slayer. Hell yeah. I love Doom.
I am not like I feel like this is the trend now on this particular react is like I'm not super into Doom. Like I like as far as shooters go, like when I was younger, like Half-Life was my like what I put all my hours into, which is obviously like a slow-paced, story-based game. Doom was touched on, but this looks
Have you played the 2016
amazing.
iterations?
Wait,
Doom?
did you? But you have to see that weapon. That is amazing.
Yeah,
it's taking skulls and it's crushing them into shrapnel and then shooting them out.
Back. Yeah,
that is the coolest weapon design I've seen, maybe ever. Like,
yeah, and Doom with the shield, which is kind of funny because usually Doom is much more about offense than defense. So.
Yeah, and I, like I said, I'm not into Doom. I've seen this trailer before, and like I'm actually pretty hyped about it. So like,
have you played the 2016 Dooms? Oh, okay, yeah.
I've seen like reviews and
you
trailers.
100% have to play them. It's a complete changer of the entire genre.
Okay.
Yeah, it's completely different now.
I mean, it's really genius game design the way they built it, and you have to balance your offense and defense, and like getting close. Which weapons do you?
It's a master class. It's master class in tempo. Yeah, and you fly on a dragon.
That's
but that's to work their way in, man. Right. That's to work their way in. Skyrim and everything.
I looked away for a second, and there was
a dragon. Hell yeah.
But you're pretty into Doom.
Oh, big time. Yeah, the whole time. A little bit less when I was younger because. I mean, I was not of age to play Doom, even though I did.
Yeah,
I quite appreciate it, but yeah, Doom 3 is what locked me into the series forever.
Okay.
This is Dune. Oh, Perfect Dark. Because the subtitle said Agent Dark.
Oh,
I cheated a little bit.
Okay, am I stupid? Is Perfect Dark like an N64?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Has it come out since another one since then?
I don't. Yeah, I think there was one on Xbox, like Perfect Dark Zero or something like that, or like Xbox 360. But I think that's about it. It's been quite a while, and it's a very beloved series. So for this to come back is going to get a lot of people hyped. I didn't play it too much when I was growing up, just like a little bit, but I was too young to appreciate it really.
Yeah, I think if it's a game I'm thinking of, I remember enjoying it on N64 and cover system was cool and like I thought it was a good game, but like it wasn't like GoldenEye, right? Like GoldenEye is what everyone locked in on.
Games are so gorgeous these days. Everything.
Well, like
God rays.
Like perfect light, you know what I mean?
Perfect lighting. Now that's a game I'd play.
So what I'm trying to get like a lot of kind of sneaking around.
Yeah, very self-based, very like in a Dishonored like setting almost.
Yeah, yep. Deus Ex.
A little bit of a Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, this could be awesome.
Yeah. Wonder if there's any
Because usually in stealth games you're like sneaking around very slowly, and it's based on timing and stuff like
Right.
that. But like to introduce more parkour, so you not just have to be sneaky but fast. That's really captivating.
Wonder if this game will do what most of the games in this genre do, where it's like you choose, like that's supposed to be like the benefit, like, oh, do I want to play more offensive or more stealthy? I think it might be cool to like be like, no, this is a stealth game, and guide you down the path, because otherwise you just default to whatever's comfortable, I think, and it doesn't challenge you or like make you experience what the developer wants.
Are you saying that because you're usually the guns blazing guy, or
I think I struggle with knowing what to do, and then I feel bad that I
didn't do the other thing?
Yeah, like I maybe missed out. Yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
would that have been cooler if I snuck up behind him instead of just shot him? Like, and
That's
so I
interesting.
feel like I missed content. So I almost want like,
Yeah, that was really neat. Yeah, that was a good animation. Slow
bullet
mo, of
time
course.
stuff.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like there was a part of like the 2000s where everything had bullet time, and now nothing has it.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
that's true.
so
Yeah, just like everyone's like, now we're done.
if we're going back into bullet time era, I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, Max
But
Payne
big time.
forever.
Yeah, this looks really good. I'm excited for
Yeah,
this.
actually, yeah. This is a surprise for me.
Yeah, it's pressing all the right buttons.
He's got some.
Spelunking.
Yeah, that's what I look for.
Perfect spelunker.
That's
Yeah, that's exciting. Looks really good. It looked gorgeous. Like I was kind of blown away by just how good it looked.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the lighting, everything, the shadow, the detail.
The
Especially for a game where you're moving quickly.
enemy humans felt kind of. I'm just like looking for complain about the enemy. The humans looked like a little generic, like generic Schultz.
Looking for something to complain.
Yeah, like really at
that's the
this point,
gamer in
because it
you.
looked great. Yeah,
I
it
gotta
looked
shit on
great.
something.
we got it.
In-engine footage. I love those 3 words.
Right.
Anytime a trailer shows me those 3 words, I'm immediately putting it on a wish list.
There are things happening.
Yes. Oh, Gears of War. Hell yeah. One of my favorite
Your
games.
eyes are so much better than me. I'm like looking at our monitor and I'm like, there's darkness happening and things are moving.
It might be the angle. Maybe like maybe I can see better without glare or something. But also, anytime you see that like outfit,
Yeah. I tried the Gears of War Tactics recently. It's been out, I know, forever, but like it was pretty fun.
it's wonderful.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
fun with it. I was very surprised. Yeah, that was a happy time for Gears players, because I think that there was like 2 Gears games and Gears Tactics
Yeah.
around the same time.
Gears for me is an interesting game because like I didn't have an Xbox of my own at the time, but friends of mine did, and so whenever I go to their place, like we would play Gears of War. So it's like I don't resonate with it as like my game, but it like I have a lot of good memories of, like playing with people.
Yeah, I was PlayStation at that time as
Yeah.
well, so I never had the first few, but I did definitely play them with my friends and go split screen and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Masterclass and co-op games are amazing. It's gonna be just good. And Coalition is also incredible, not just for the games that they make like this, but they also push a lot of tech that really helps the rest of the industry. Like we talked about VRS, variable rate shading,
Uh-huh.
a couple episodes ago, and Coalition were the guys that like they published this big white paper and a big like basically essay on what they did, how it worked, and
that's awesome.
that alone has influenced the gaming industry. I'm sure that's pushed performance by like 5% on pretty much every game ever. So yeah, Coalition's awesome. I'm really happy for this.
It's the first memory I have of like a horde mode. I don't know if there was horde modes before Gears of War, probably, but
Yeah, good question, maybe, but I'll say they like pioneered it or whatever,
Yeah.
or made it popular again for sure. Okay, that's very nice to say, because I know like story is a huge part of why people love Dragon Age. So
yeah,
for them to split it up, say like, hey, we're gonna try and keep some of the mystery here is nice.
yeah. That's expectation.
Big floating thing in the sky. Got to get to it.
Okay, gameplay.
Oh wow! Oh
See?
wow! That was seamless.
Yeah, this is nice.
Okay, this game's gonna be huge. Wow, I bet all of this is like live. Like, I mean, I bet you could, not to like Todd Howard it, but I bet you could go to that building right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? 100% you could go to that building.
I think I saw like something load in, so it made it feel more real. I was like,
Level 1.
that was he posed for the pop up? Or
Yeah, absolutely did 100%. As somebody who shot a bunch of these videos, yes.
Stand here.
100% stand there. Lighting is games now. I can't get over every game. Grathis. Dragon Age is another game that I haven't played very much of, but very much appreciate.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are upset. I think the last one I played was Inquisition, and I played maybe about 6 to 10 hours of it. Pretty good. And if this has any of the scale that I think it's implying that it does, this is going to be a huge one. I want to see magic. Oh wow, this is a 20-minute trailer. This could have been a Summerfest of its own.
Yeah, that's. So okay, so at first I was super. I mean, if I'm into Dragon Age, this comes out, I'm super excited because I can watch 20 minutes of.
Okay. Holy shit! Look at that. I've never seen that in a game like that before, where they're like using projectiles and it's giving you a warning that someone's shooting you from behind. See if it happens again.
I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it shows the path of an arrow, and then it blinks red saying, "Okay, he's about to shoot," and then you dodge out of the way.
So it's almost like you would imagine like a shmup boss, but in 3D. Like there's like the warning, like the telegraphing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really cool thing to play with design-wise, because I'm just used to getting shot from off screen and then them giving me a shitty 2D arrow.
Yeah, you get the arrow, you get the red.
But this was in world. That was really cool. I like that. Why has nobody done that before?
I think well, that was just that.
Yeah,
one
I didn't do it that time, but yeah, there was it was like a tracer of the bullet. Yeah. Oh, because that's one of your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I think
your
you're
teammate.
right. Yeah.
I want to see that indicator again. That was a really cool idea.
Melee. Bullet time there.
It looked like it was a little bit of slowdown on the last hit of a combo, which is another kind of cool thing to do, just for flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you see that arrow behind you?
Yeah, the arrows. Yeah, even in front it did it.
And you can dot, and it's not like, how do I say this? It wasn't like it was just a full UI element. It was like a living, breathing thing, right? It was like updating as the person moved around a little, and then when he went to shoot his arrow, it locked in place.
Yeah.
So it almost became like a timing dodge game of its own.
Yeah.
That mechanic is awesome. Big giant magic crystals. Of course, you can't have your RPG without magic crystals.
Right.
Crystals really rock.
So bad. Big bad here.
It probably is. This is the dude who is about to get into more than he bargained for.
Yeah.
That's an archetype of its own.
Always hairless. Villain just
Hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
Male pattern balding is the cause for many of the things that have gone wrong.
Yeah.
And
the origin story, really.
yeah. Well, you better watch out. You're gonna paint that big old indicator on him.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that shit coming from a mile away. It's gonna blink red.
Just trying to figure out why they don't wear a shoe. I mean, the writing seems pretty good because I'm finding I want to
know more.
Yeah, so I'm I'm intrigued as this is.
Presentation is top notch.
Yeah.
Cinematics, the camera shots, it's all very captivating.
Yeah.
Almost like watching a Netflix PG movie. Which is crazy because again, this is real time in engine.
Right. That's some voice dialogue.
Greatly approves. Let's go, Harding.
That hat though. A graduation hat.
Yeah. It is, but with the gangsta lean on it.
Yeah.
Work in progress. That's kind of doomed for.
Right. Yeah.
But,
hey, it's not very good, but here, sun was in my eyes when I.
Okay. Game of the year. I love when you can play games inside of other games. I love it. I love it more than the actual game.
Yeah,
most
you
of the
shouldn't have
time.
getting really into the sub game. Yeah.
Yeah, how many hours do I have in Gwent? Right. Okay, this is already game of the year.
Star Wars. I see.
Is it? Okay. Again, I'm into less nerd things, and people assume that I am. So this, I would have said Mass Effect.
Oh man, there's a Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Star Wars crossover that we've all.
Secretly they were actually in the same universe.
If you want the hatred of all fans to get together at once, make a Star Wars and not Dragon Age, a Mass Effect crossover.
Isley.
Okay, yeah, those are Star Wars words I recognize. And Tatooine,
Tatooine.
Tatooine.
A dark plate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good warp.
Yeah. That's also how warping works in real life, so it's accurate. I would know. I'm Space Ranger.
I played the Star Wars MMO.
Hodor?
Star Wars Galaxies? Yeah, Star Wars Galaxies. Super into it, and I spent all my time on Tatooine.
Heck yeah. Well, I mean, this is your trailer then.
Yeah.
Is this like a Star Wheel? Is this like a Starfield or like a No Man's Sky, but in the Star Wars universe?
I don't know. I mean, because they're known places, I feel like they have to craft them. Whereas I always think of like No Man's Sky, it's like very generative and.
Do both. Starfield had a lot of handcrafted stuff.
That's true.
So that would be. I wonder how gamers react to that. To tell the truth, to like an open world Star Wars game. I don't think they've had one yet. Unless you count the MMOs.
I mean, the MMOs were fairly open world, but I mean, it's really pretty.
Very dark.
Yeah, it's very dark. Yeah. Go back out in the. How many suns and Tatooine? There's like.
Okay, yeah, this is. Oh yeah, now he gets the blasting.
Can't tell by the character.
Where's Jar Jar's adventure? That's what I want to see, dude. I want, like, everyone's had these theories about Jar Jar going off on people being a Sith Lord. That's the game I'm here for. Call me when we get that patched in. Even if it's just DLC. So yeah, it looks very like a Western RPG Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Which I think people are super going to be into.
I don't know if you saw, but there's some bullet time. You kicked a dog in bullet time.
What? People are not going to like that.
Sons.
People love the dogs in games.
Yeah. It was a bad dog. It was a mean dog.
I don't think dog lovers understand.
It was an alien
concept.
Dog.
Yeah, I think they just get dog, and then I love it. I will die for it. You know, that's usually where they go with that.
This goofy looking guy. He's a sheriff. That's interesting. This is multiple single player RPG games being released, which is encouraging that
Lots of competition for
some variety of like
completely dominate people's time.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, you get sucked into one of these, you're in.
So from a marketing perspective, that's got to be difficult because you definitely don't want to time your release around the other one because you will have no chance of pulling somebody you will have no chance of pulling a dedicated Dragon Age fan away from Dragon Age. You will have no chance pulling away a Bethesda fan from a Bethesda game. So the timing on your marketing and your release is probably way bigger than it is for most other games.
Sure, yeah.
Right, because if you think about like something a little quicker, like a roguelike or like a first-person shooter, like a Halo type thing, people can kind of hop in and out of those or play 3 or 4 at the same time without problem. But when it comes to these like 60, 80, 120-hour RPGs, gamers make their decision and they stick with it.
Right.
Star Wars Outlaws.
I would.
Do you think there's room for another RPG right now?
Yeah, I think so.
In the same year.
Oh, I see. Like, do you think there's room in the current, upcoming?
By the time these come out, landscape.
Yeah, I mean, it surprises me honestly, just because like I like those games, but it just feels multiplayer is where guys are.
More open world.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
open world RPG vibe.
I love open world games, so I'm here for it probably.
There's that uncanny valley, or I don't know, lack of a better word, but like whenever you have to like get by NPCs and you're just trying to go, but they're always like, oh, it's like I'm just trying to walk. I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Apologizing to the NPCs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably going to be sentient here in another like 3 years.
Right.
So it's good for you to get your manners in now.
You know, they all found.
Or it could be Black Mirror style, where everyone is playing an NPC online. Their job is to just stand there and walk in circles.
Yeah. It's interesting how, like now it's starting to feel crowded in all these trailers, with all the open world RPG.
I would love to know the completion rate of games like, because I at least I feel like I do this and a bunch of other people do, but I'm not sure. Well, I'll play an open world game and I'll just stop in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like I I am done. Not that it says that it's a bad game or whatever, but it's like I am finished long before the game is.
Yeah.
There seems to be some pattern that's prevalent with open world games. I can't quite put my finger on it.
To that point, though, like you mentioned, if you pick one, you might not be pulled away. Like it might be the opposite, where it's like, yeah, you're playing one, but you personally move on, or you're about to move on, and something shiny comes up. You're like, oh, actually, let me hop into that.
Yeah, because I can see that for open world games that are, but like open world RPGs specifically, that centers so much around the story. And I've at least like when I hear my friends talk about the ones that they play, it's like, oh no, my character is alive in this, and I need to get her to do this, or she won't be. It's like almost like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing, like a relationship with their character, so they don't want to leave it until the story is finished. They can't play multiple at the same time. But this, I mean, big mace stick. Let's go.
So it seems like the combat's kind of more slow and intentional. I mean, minus that one guy, he just power moved on.
Yeah. It's slow until you mace something to death in one hit. I feel like I should be recognizing what this game is by now. I'm trying not to like spoil myself by looking at any of the cheats. Not cheats, but I guess it will be a soft game. When was the last Assassin's Creed game? Has it been more than 2 weeks?
I think that's what this is.
Okay, then yeah.
Oh, wait, is he diving into hay?
Yeah, this is probably Assassin's Creed if you're going to be jumping on people like that.
I think that's an interesting direction to go with the franchise, because I don't feel like
Japan?
Yeah, I haven't played all the Assassin's Creed. I think I've seen.
I don't know if anybody has played all the Assassin's Creed games. There's so many.
I think when Assassin's Creed was first coming out, if I have my timeline right, I think it was the same time.
I think it was in that same. Yeah, it was in that same era.
I remember I picked the wrong. I picked Infamous, and I was like, look, the way you scale the city is so much better in Infamous, and it's like, and I just like the way of
Me too. I loved Infamous. I feel like we're overdue for one. The last one was on like a launch game for PlayStation 4, right?
I think so, because there's two Infamous.
There's
at least 2.
There's like 3 at least.
Okay.
There's like a second son or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But yeah. So I never got heavy into wagon, but this, if you're in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, this is another one of those. I played a lot of the first 1 or 2 and then didn't realize what they were about to do with releasing one every year or every half year or something like that. So I've struggled to keep up.
It took me a long time to know that there was like a Earth 3, that it wasn't around like, well, there's
it's
like
not?
a time. No, there's a whole like flashback, like time-based thing where you're like going back in time, and
Not when I play.
it's
I'd be skipping them cutscenes, boy.
Like, whatever. What's this future? What's this computer? Whatever. I don't care. It's fine.
I didn't. Well, I knew that there was one coming.
Okay. That you just randomly picked that name. So obviously Aladdin.
Yeah. Aladdin. Oh.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they brought like super hard Aladdin back?
I was just thinking that. Yeah, like the Genesis game.
Yeah.
Genesis Super Nintendo.
Side-scrolling Aladdin. That's the announcement we need.
Gamers could not this day and age.
2026. I don't know if I want to wait that long. A long time.
I think there's another Prince of Persia game coming out even sooner. Like,
wait, that was the entire trailer though. I just saw that out.
Yeah, it was a teaser.
There's coming. I mean, I guess it was 2 years from now, basically. Yeah, give me. You probably don't have much to.
Bro, I mean, we live in a day and age where there's a teaser for a trailer.
Yeah.
And then before, there's music videos have teasers now.
Yeah, Gambino had. I didn't watch it yet, but I heard his next.
Like, bro, that is song is 3.5 minutes. Come on.
Right? Yeah, we'll just wait for it.
I don't. I can wait. Yeah, you know what I mean. I can wait for the music.
I think
video.
it's like a week from now, and then.
I think that's definitely what this is. I Tanya.
There's snow. It's possible. And all adds up.
Come on out, you big bitch.
What is?
Free running and shooting. Yeah,
very like old school arcade, like vibes.
Yeah, but like mixed with like Dishonored or Deathloop.
Yeah.
There's these weird moments where the game just keeps stopping. Right?
Yeah,
like to show you that you've done something.
Yeah, it is.
It's a weird moment of emphasis. Like, there's something behind that design that I'm not fully understanding. The whole like freeze to show you gotta kill or freeze you dissing out. Like it's not the game messing up or anything. It's like I'm stopping the world to show you did this thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting style. I think. So I'm into this. This looks like.
Yep, I'm in.
Yeah.
Already
something I
bought.
would totally.
Don't know what it is, but isometric and strategy, I'm in.
Yeah. I
80,
like the
90% of the
character
time.
design. Is this like Shadowrun? Because if it. That's cool.
This dude just summoned an F-150. A Spirit F-150 and said, "Slay my foes." What is this? I'm buying it.
What, my first
I'm
tactics
captivated by
game that I got really into, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Me too. Obsessed.
The story on that game was wow. That's so great.
It was
Wait, do you
okay.
kill them in Resonance?
Yeah, it looks like a necromancer style. Oh man, this looks.
The
this
Rebel
looks good.
Riot.
Look, 0 fucks.
Yeah, that's like,
Oh my god. Come on. This reminded me a little bit. I forget the name of the game, but it was like a MOBA style tactical game. Breach Wizards. Man, get this out yet, please. Don't break my. Okay, that's not that bad. I thought I was gonna say like 2026.
now we can go play it
okay.
now.
Okay, well I know what I'm doing on my lunch break. I'm tactical Breach Wizards.
Okay,
I'm
so
super into it.
how do we make games to make react that? Because I'm like, oh, that's in Assassin's Creed, like this game. That's the one.
I mean, to me, it was the F-150. So I mean, when the F-150.
Ghost F-150 and all my games.
Can we run that back? What was it? What was it? It was like pulled by a deer or something.
I think there was like a skeleton flying behind it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like a necromancer with an F-150.
Let's see.
That was.
Where was our?
Yeah. So to answer your question, do that. But yeah, I mean, what also got me interested in this was a lot like they showed off the game mechanics in a very good way of like, hey, ricochet off this and the F-150. That's what I'm talking about, dude. And he had a woody wagon too. A woody wagon and an F-150 is this guy's. Yeah, that's how you do it. I love this. Yeah, but it was for me. It was a lot of the mechanics. It was about a lot of like the bouncing off of walls and bouncing off of enemies, and it's. They show enough, and then they don't show the things that I'm now asking questions about and wondering.
Yeah. I think the fantastical character design, it just like opens their. Oh, I want to try that. Like I want to try the riot shield, like what that does, how effective. Like what is a rebel riot? Like I want to know.
Yeah. And also little polish moments like that, like when he rams an enemy like that is satisfying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so like to put that and just give us a little piece of that, and then go on to the next character.
I think you're right. Yeah, like it's subtle, so you don't like immediately be like, oh, I love. But yeah, the juice of all this, well done.
Yeah.
We are gonna now look at
Game Boy.
I've seen this game. What is Screenbound? Yeah, Screenbound. And I remember there's a really interesting mechanic.
Oh, okay. That's fun. Holy shit. Okay, it's a 2D platformer, but you're playing it in 3D at the same time, but you can't see in 3D. You can only see in 2D. Holy fuck.
I think so. We did an episode previously where we talked about some games. I'm like, I have no idea how they did this. We're currently building a game where we have like our, like you have mini maps in games, and so like the way we're doing it is a lot of like multiple cameras and rendering things, and one of our cameras is in 3D and one of them is in 2D, and
yeah.
So I can kind of see how that's done, but the level design on that.
Yeah, the level design. Yeah, that's brain breaking.
Yeah.
Especially to have, because yeah, I guess that's how. So this is really interesting. This is how I play games anyway. A lot of the time, if there's a mini map, I'm looking at it 100% of the time almost. Yeah. Right. So like I'm ignoring the world around me, just like we all are on our phones.
Right.
So, I'm sure this
This is actually commentary on how we live our lives.
Yeah. Is it was like having a kid?
Yeah.
And they're just like in their iPad.
Games on your phone.
Yeah. Do you have games? And you're like having to navigate, make sure they don't like walk into a pole or something.
Yeah. So how do they handle enemies in the 3D world? It looks like just purple abstract.
Something.
But yeah, so you kind of have to like track both at the same time, because on one screen it looks like you can walk straight, but in the 3D world you need to go in deep depth.
Right, and the enemy could be on the plane behind you, so
Right.
you need to know. Okay, this is a really. And you know what? What happens when your Game Boy runs out of battery? That's what I'm wondering. That battery's going down, dude.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's a mechanic here. Is you could run out of battery. This is cool. Let's steal this and make one of our own.
Yeah. So I think there's a trend that's maybe already here, and I'm just realized, but like I know we always like to play games that remind us of our childhood. I think for us it's probably more of the like sprite art and like
Can't see the enemies in 3D. They only exist on the Game Boy.
Yeah, yeah, and I think when you kill them, they turn purple.
Yeah, but you have. Oh,
Or
you
they
can't
hit
see
you.
anything in the real world. Things. This is so cool. Sorry to completely interrupt
No,
your
but
train of
but I
thought,
was
but
just
that's
thinking like I was about to say like I'm not a huge fan of the art style, but it reminds me of like some N64 style
oh,
texturing.
100%. Yeah,
And if you're like younger than I am, that for you was probably your core childhood, early memories. So it probably brings back that nostalgia.
absolutely does.
I know like PS1 graphics become like a trendy thing now, where it's like that kind of janky looking. Like we were playing Nightmare Kart the other day, right? That's like PS1 looking. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a phase where I'm like, I don't know about the look, and everyone's like, no, this is great.
I'm here for that. And when so when your Game Boy runs out of battery, you're just fucked because you can't see anything.
Yeah, when you just have to speed run the rest of the level.
You probably
like, a
die because you run into an
recharge.
enemy.
Yeah,
Right? Like you.
so it's almost like a timer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. And I bet like opening those little crates that you also can't see on the Game Boy is what builds your battery. This is a really neat idea.
I play this. This looks fun.
Yeah, this even if this isn't your style of game, this is the kind of game you play to just steal ideas from.
Yeah.
Right, to just kind of see how they did it and what they did, and it's kind of game that like influences how you make games in the future, right? Because now this is always going to be in the back of your head whenever you do a mini map.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That actually is very true. Yeah, what hidden information should we put in the mini map versus the real world,
Right.
vice versa?
Devhouse.
Start. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do I win?
Yep.
Do I get the cake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Now I
Okay.
know we're going. Now I'm ready.
Oh, that was supposed to be easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're about to get fucked.
Microsoft.
Okay.
Faster.
All right. My parents fighting.
What? Say gravity? Great.
Gravytrain.
No. Gravytrain.
Does it not say Gravytrain?
There's I can't
Oh,
find
there's no
ray
V.
tracing. Tracing ray is what I said.
Okay, so by the way, we're about to see my weakness. It's like in Wordle or something like that, where once I see a word, I would 100% lock into it, and I'm just gonna keep saying the same
is
word
what it
over
is.
and over again. So I was like, even though once I figured out it wasn't Gravy Train, I'm gonna keep saying Gravy Train until it's true. Yeah, I'm gonna will my way into this. All right, we're fucked. Let's go. Procedural.
Damn. Fast.
Diameter.
Metroidvania?
Oh. Be keeping score. I guess we can.
Oh, we should have. We're all winners.
Nope.
I saw another word in there.
Anti-aliasing.
Okay. I totally saw the word genitals. I'm just.
I
There's
guess
L's and
there's a G.
T's and G's.
I guess you could spell it if you removed every other letter. Okay.
You removed half of the letters.
Yeah.
That's what.
Rendering.
Algorithm.
Algorithm.
Our
Septic tank. Particles. Okay,
No
so like
T. Oh, yeah,
these
there
are
was
all
T.
obviously game dev terms. I don't know why I'm saying Gravy Train and Outhouse and whatever I just said.
septic tank.
Septic tank.
What's that? Why is that living in your brain? Just septic tank.
Textures.
Cutscene.
It's appropriate that I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, those don't exist.
Oh, what? Scripting. Frame
Frame
buffer.
rate. Ah, I saw frame and I just guessed.
Inventory.
Okay.
You need some time to catch
Or
up,
not.
Jim?
Just
I can
turned it on.
I can do a
No, it's
handicap.
fine. It's fine. I got this next one. It's gonna be cutscene.
Oh no, not cutscene
Story.
related.
What? Attic?
Cinematic.
Oh, that was for me. I
It
couldn't.
was, yeah. You just called it too. You just called it too. That's
Okay.
the worst part.
That was a hard
Give me a
one. though.
cutscene one.
That was
Falls
a hard
flat on his
yeah, like
face.
literally the other.
Your
word
Game
for
Boy ran out of
cutscene.
battery, bro.
Yeah, right.
It's okay. You know what? I love this review.
It's fine.
No,
Yeah.
it's not that it's fine. It's that I know we're gonna say some meaner things. This is
This is a good safe
if
place.
if somebody puts on my game, it's okay, and a thumbs up, I'm ecstatic. Yeah, I am fine with that review.
Hey, they helped your Metascore, right? They gave you a light.
Precisely. That's
Thumbs up.
all I need.
You have to. My eyes are totally trash.
Not recommended. My mom walked in on me trying to figure out how to reload my gun, and I was trying to reach for a new magazine in front of my crotch. My mom thought I was watching porn in VR and threw it away. Thanks, Pavlov, for your bad reload mechanics.
What happened?
Yeah, apparently he was reaching. So this is obviously a VR game, and I guess the dude was like reaching down to like do a reload or something, and his mom walked in, and now he has to go tell the devs that they did a bad job their game because.
It's not...
Dude, yeah, just because you're looking sus.
All right.
And this was early access. It's 0 hours in the last 2 weeks because he got grounded after this.
Good enough that I decided to gift it to 22 of my friends and unintentionally created a cult in the process. That's a great review. That is, I thought we were going to read all mean ones. That one is, I will happily let you create a cult.
That is me and Slay the Spire. Actually, this is my review. I have bought Slay. I've seriously bought Slay the Spire at least a dozen times, maybe 2 dozen. So this is, I probably.
Well, and then I bought it for one of our podcasts, right? Or no, not Slay. That was a different game.
That was Dead Cells. Yeah. Hey, can you read this one, Grandpa Jim?
Amazing game. I expect to be playing this well into the thousands of hours. These are great. Yeah.
But the product was refunded.
Well, I missed that. No. No.
When you refunded it, I mean, I guess.
What's the hour?
I was about to ask. I think it's like 2 hours.
1 hour, thousands of hours.
Yeah, got
At least he left a nice review.
You did. Yeah, recommended. I'll take that too. Not recommended. Went to Discord to discuss a feature and was told by the dev to get good. Not a nice way to interact with users, in my opinion. And then the dev come back and says LOL wrecked. So this is 100 for me. This is 100. This is exactly how you should respond to your community. And this is exactly the reason I'm not allowed to talk to any of my communities ever.
You can still lock the butler in the freezer, and you can also get the achievement for it. Is this for Tomb Raider?
This is Tomb Raider.
Yes.
I know. I was gonna say it. This is definitely Tomb Raider.
Yes,
This is Tomb Raider 2, I think.
Review. Totally. Yeah. That was the best part. You backflip over him.
Backflip, yeah, and then you close the not garage door. You close the fridge door. Yeah.
Croft.
How fucked up is our society that's how like that is such a thing to do in that game that we instantly both were like, oh yeah, that's Tomb Raider.
You're right.
You want to lock the butler in the fridge? Yeah. Can't help but feel a little sad sometimes knowing this is the closest I can get to you. Is that a Papa Roach lyric? Is this what you're talking?
There is quotes around it.
I'm pretty sure this is a Papa Roach lyric. Can't help but get a little sad sometimes knowing this is the closest I get. Yeah, this is definitely Papa Roach. Holy shit, 28,000 hours. This is a Final Fantasy player. This is Final Fantasy 14.
The likes pop. That's a weird crossover.
The Venn diagram is just 2 circles stacked directly on top of each other.
I hate this game. I don't know how this person feels.
But he recommended it.
Yeah.
750 hours on record.
I think they hate it because their life is gone because of this game.
Ooh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I have a couple games like that. Lethal Company, but you're Logan Paul.
By the way, that was the game I was trying to think of earlier with the hazmat suits.
Lethal Company. The logo was lethal.
Yes. So thank you.
Okay, no wonder I wasn't able to find that. All right, my bad.
The 2 games were in hazmat.
Among Us and
Ciao. The community is so nice. I got a ton of tips on how to uninstall the game and kill myself.
No.
Yeah, this you didn't have to put Dota in a nutshell. I would have guessed this was Dota. Yeah, I've been told many things to wait, what's the YouTube word we're supposed to use for it? Like unlife myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on the receiving end of many of these because I like to play support characters like carries.
Thanks for checking out our kind of React episode. So today we kind of focused on just giving cool responses to various videos, and hope you enjoyed that and had fun with us.
I had fun.
Thank you. Yeah,
I had fun.
Good times. So yeah, we'll catch you next time on You Want Us to Build What?
Wave at appropriate time.